So just yes, sir, and no, sir, Mr. Tucker.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, welcome to the 196th District Court. Court is in session, and this is cause number 2021 CR 5954W, State of Texas versus Norman Tucker. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 12:58 p.m. on the first day of July 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you are in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if we could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Austin Stout for the state.
Judge Bo Wood appearing on behalf of Mr. Tucker. He is present. We are ready.
Sir, are you the same Norman Tucker charged by information with evading arrest or detention, second offense? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to use a function of Zoom. It's called share screen. I'm going to show you some documents in your case. Well, let me just note, since I pulled up this document, that there's a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And then you should see on your screen, Mr. Tucker, a document called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And I'm scrolling down to electronic signature, and I'm using my cursor to circle around it. Is this your signature, sir?
Yes, sir.
If I sign this, you're telling me you understand. Normally we do pleas live in an open court, but that you're conceding, or rather you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you sign this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all of the other electronic signatures of yours throughout the plea packet, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen, but now I'm showing you a document called the information. Are you familiar with this document, sir? This is what charges you. I know you're having a little bit of trouble seeing. They told me they didn't bring you down with your glasses, so you're trying to look at the screen like that. But this is what actually charges you with the offense of evading arrest or detention, second offense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go over this with Mr. Wood? I mean, did you talk about it with him?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to scroll through to another document. It's called the waiver of indictment, the waiver of reading the information and waiver of certain time delays. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with Mr. Wood?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature near the middle of the page. I'm using my cursor to circle around it. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me you understand normally this type of offense would have to go to the grand jury for an indictment, but that you are waiving the indictment. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
And now that the information has been filed, we could read the information out loud to you in court word for word, but you're telling me you want to waive that process as well. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Now that the information has been filed, you have 2 time delays under the law. One is for 2 days, one is for 10 days. But you're telling me with your signature here that you would rather proceed today and waive those delays. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waiver and I make it a part of the record. I've scrolled down to another document, Mr. Tucker. It's called the Court's Admonishments, and I'll scroll through it for you because it's several pages. Are you familiar with this document? Did I go too fast for you?
Yeah, it says you're a U.S. citizen and you won't plead no contest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go over this with Mr. Wood?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On the bottom of page 4 is an electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, sir, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments, that you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
and that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range of the offense, which is anywhere from 180 days to 2 years in the state jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back onto share screen. I'm going to show you your plea bargain in this case. You familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with Mr. Wood?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one over to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
To the right. Yes, sir.
All right. This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if you want to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. You'll have a state jail felony conviction, but under the provisions of Penal Code 12.44, I can impose Class A misdemeanor punishment with 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. There'll be no fine. There's no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. You'll have no contact with HEB and Valero stores in Bexar County. And one of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, it is, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that? Mr. Tucker?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand that I'm not bound by a plea bargain?
All right. Yes, sir.
And I don't have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I'll allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense will have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
I do, Judge.
You believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you, or rather, for the offense listed on the information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Could you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So how do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
The state's offering State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
We've had an opportunity to view it and have no objections.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record, and I find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. I find you guilty, sir. Mr. Wood, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No legal reason, Judge.
There being no legal reason, according to the agreement with the state, sir, you have a state jail felony conviction. Under the provisions of Penal Code 12.44A, I can impose Class A misdemeanor punishment. So I'm going to impose a 30-day punishment in the Bexar County Jail. I'll give you credit for time served. You'll have no fine and you will have no contact with HEB stores and Valero stores in Bexar County. Sir, this is a plea bargain case, and follow the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Nothing from the state.
No, Your Honor.
All right, this matter is now concluded. Good luck to you, sir, Mr. Tucker. And this matter is concluded. We're in recess. I'm turning off YouTube Live.